Yep. And looks like we Gucci. We looking like we're ready to start today's space already on time. We got it all going, I think. Oh wait, I still gotta fire up the YouTube. But hello everyone. So far we have goalie and CBD in the X space, and we have Mohedi and Scat Lion Rock. We have Ship Too Short and our good friend Metawolf in a world so far. I think there might be one more friend just pulling up right now. Maybe no, maybe I'm just tripping. But yeah, happy to see you all here that have showed up. Um, Today's gonna be maybe a shorter space or longer space. Who knows what the vibe is? Canessa is out in the gold mines digging for gold. You can definitely see how it all goes. So, with that said, I'm gonna invite anyone that would like to come up and speak to join the space, ask any questions. You're more than welcome to. If anything, I mean, it's still very early into space. We've been live for like 3 minutes, so yeah, we could just let some people roll in a little bit, and I can start here with some rambling. uh, once we see some new friends coming in. And goalie would love to know, would love an update on your Blender journey so far. If you've found any videos that really kind of play to your learning style, and that you've been finding as a great resource. Yeah, would love to catch up. Good morning, Kim. It's quiet so far up here. I'm the only one rambling, but it's okay. It might be a short space, it might be a long space. Canessa and I are very good at speaking to each other. Not sure how good Mew is at speaking to himself, though. Oh, I see Kim coming up. Good morning, Kim.
Morning. Couldn't let you ramble alone.
Rambling is fun. Rambling is fun. I saw you pulled up on Kick, or I mean not Kick, on X yesterday for the Beast Party.
Yeah, I was dealing with kid stuff, so I couldn't go to my computer and fully log in, but I was watching on X. It was so fun.
Yep, that's the beauty of all of this. You could also follow along on X. Yeah, yesterday was a pretty fun event. Like I think like throughout the entire night there was like a steady like 20 people there, and you would notice that it was like people coming in and coming out, kind of cycling in, depending on like their time and stuff like that. So lots of people wearing the tracksuit. We look like a cult.
I loved it. It was so cute. I saw when I logged in, it was like everyone was in the tracksuit. It was so amazing. And yesterday in general was just a busy party day. There were like 3 big ones. Oh, I just saw Mary here. Mary had the party at Face Moon. And then a few hours later, Meta Beast was going strong. So it was just like all around a vibe, I felt like.
Yes. I'm so sad I missed Mary's party. From what I was seeing, it was a Brave party, which, oh my God, yes.
Yeah, it was Brave and Billions. So we had the two communities together at the party. They each brought wearables. They did a presentation on their work. So it was a ton of fun. I saw Neo was there, so I'm sure a video is coming out soon about the party. But it was a lot of fun. We welcomed a lot of new people. Our support team was super busy behind the scenes, like handing out new user goodies, which was a lot of fun for them too.
Oh my God, that's great. That's great. And the Brave mask, I remember when I saw Battern wear it the first time, he was like, "Does anyone notice anything different about me?"
He kills
Uh,
me.
oh my God, I love that guy to death. He's so funny. Uh, but yeah, I mean, lots of exciting things happening. We see some traction. We see some traction for sure. I mean, even yesterday, we were at the Beast Party. We were seeing new Beast holders that don't normally log into Decentraland for the Beast parties. They came through. Um, our giveaway wheel is getting big. Like before, like we do a giveaway for Beast points, so it's like Beast holders are eligible. And our list has grown from like those 5 people to like 10, and then I mean yesterday we had 20 people on that list, or actually 23 around there. So good Beast turnout as well. So people are coming out for sure.
And did I see Dana is a new beast holder? I think I see Dana in the space, but I
Dana
think I
is,
saw Dana.
yes.
I love to see it. That's so fun. That's amazing. I'm glad you guys
Yes,
had such a good party.
we we coerced Dana into joining the cult. Now, the next step is getting her to drink the Kool-Aid. But I don't know. I don't know if that trick still works. I think we might have to like change it up to like Gatorade or something for Dana, or apple juice.
I love to hear it. That's so fun. Yeah, I think it's been a good time over there. And now I got my tracksuit. I was hunting down Make. I was like, excuse me, how do I not have a tracksuit yet? I think something happened here because I remember approving the logo usage, so I think I earn a tracksuit.
Oh, nice, nice. I'm happy you got your tracksuit. I haven't taken this thing off in weeks. It probably stinks. I need to take it to the Centraland cleaners. So let's see. Like thinking a little bit forward. We have career. What? Let's see. I'm trying not to botch the name. The career.
Career Quest. Career Quest this
Career
week.
Quest.
Yeah, July 16, 17. So this week it is very quickly approaching. Dana is working on a lot of content. Super excited. It's our first time testing this model of we know all of you in the community have learned so much through Decentraland and have created job opportunities for yourself in Web3 after joining Decentraland or through Decentraland in some way. And so Bay had this great idea when we were talking about like education being a core pillar of the community of like, okay, how can we showcase all that's happening in Web3, get some really amazing partners to give our community more exposure to opportunities, which is why we have the SheFi scholarship. So shout out to Mary and Crypto Angel for winning that. I'm so excited. Everyone that's in SheFi, which is over 3,000 people this cohort, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is their biggest cohort ever. I thought they said it's all-time high. Will get a Decentraland course as part of the cohort. So that'll be a huge opportunity to teach 3,000 women all about Decentraland. So I'm really excited about that. And then, of course, we're going to have a big graduation party for them in September. But yeah, teach people about that. And then the Metana course. So anyone that is a new to coding, so like it's definitely a beginner course. As part of the there's a opportunity for you to win a boot camp, which has a job placement guarantee at the end of the program. It's a $12,000 course per person, and we're offering 2 people that opportunity. So like potentially a real like career changing opportunity for people, and so we're really excited to be able to exclusively give that to core community members. So that's what's happening with those partnerships, and then it's just every opportunity for everyone to come, learn, see what else is out there. We have workshops, we have advice talks, we have meet the team at the foundation, the Bondex, Shikai, Metana. It's just gonna be fun. And then of course we're gonna reuse the game arena. So if you were at game night, we're gonna turn the trivia all into Web3 career trivia, which I think that will be a lot of fun with those partnerships. And then it's just every opportunity for everyone to come, learn.
Well, like I love the direction that this is going, and I mean the idea. It's a great idea, and I'm happy. Like that you mentioned, it's the first time doing it. Well, it takes the first time to make something great. So I mean, just keep the spirits high. Always, be open to experimenting. Like this first time, you may see like what the flaws may be, and then like from there, it's like recalibrate. Next year will be better, and then so on and so forth. So, I mean, awesome, and I mean that's big to hear about the two potential scholarships. Very. It could be something. You may see it could. Sorry, I was reading and then like it could be something that could really help a couple of our friends here in Decentraland. I mean even in Web3. So Kim, I guess my question to you with this is what would be the perfect candidate for these scholarships?
So we have the criteria up on the Career Quest blog, but high level, it's someone that's really interested in like learning blockchain and coding. So it is a full beginner level. So if you're an advanced coder, this is not the course for you. They do have others, but this one is specifically for people that are beginners looking to learn in this space. So we have the criteria for how to earn it is in the blog. You basically have to show up, you got to do some of the quests, you got to post on social, and then you got to fill out an application. So all of that is in the blog post about the ultimate guide for career quests. But this one is specifically for people that are
okay. I'm gonna have to look in here on X. Maybe I could find the post and pin it up at the top for anyone that's listening.
We'll DM it to you.
That may be
interested. You got to post on social, and then you got to fill out an application.
Yes, please do. Thank you.
So all of that is in the blog post.
Excitement, lots of excitement. I've been I've been just like taking Bay's post from the CBD Discord because she came through and just posted speaking a little bit about it, saying so first try, so let's make it a great one. And I've just been extending the same message to all the people that I know that have been wanting to learn something new in Web3, like contribute or even be able to support themselves. Just while remaining in this environment, this ecosystem. Let's make it a great one. And I've just been extending the same message to
Let's
all,
take a look here.
all the people that I know
See, in
that
world,
have been,
I think we still have the same suspect. Plus a metal wolf, or even a metal wolf.
be able to support themselves.
And let's see, in the space, we do have a few new listeners.
Thank you for joining us today. Good morning, Dana. Or good afternoon, should I say to you.
Take a look here.
River Wrath, thank you for being here. I believe that is, yes, the ship for short. I've been seeing Ship hanging out on Decentraland lately. I'm loving it, and I love how they rock the CBD 1-year jacket too. It warms my heart. Good afternoon, should I say to you. I'm gonna have to get Ship a broom of some sort.
because I see that they got that emote that it's like, you know, you just like, it's supposed to be you flying around with a broom, but they don't have the broom yet. So it's just like them like positioned in a broom punch flying around. I'm gonna have to get ship a
Maybe I
broom
could use some of my marketplace credits for good.
Oh, and a quick reminder on those. Tomorrow is the last day to earn for season 1, and then I'm going to totally butcher the date, but I think it's the 27th is the last date that those can be redeemed. So don't forget to redeem your credits before the end of the season, because they will be cleared before season 2. So don't leave them on the table.
Dana,
Tomorrow is the last
Dana's
day
over
to
there like,
earn
boo,
for season 1,
boo,
and then
expiring
I'm going to totally
marketplace
butcher the date, but I
credits.
think it's the
Boo.
27th is the last date that those can be
Yep. Okay, so I mean,
so don't forget to
either
redeem
way,
your credits
15
before the
days
end
from now.
of
I
the
think you
season,
were
because
correct.
they
Yeah, the
will be
27th.
cleared
15 days from
before
today, we're on the
season
12th.
2.
Nice
So don't leave
math.
them
I
on the
would have
table.
never figured that out on my
Tomorrow
own.
is the last
Dana's
day
over
to
there like,
earn
boo,
for season 1,
boo.
and then
Oh lordy, we
I'm gonna
riled
totally butcher the date,
Dana
but
up about the credits.
is the last date that those can be
Let's
redeemed.
let's
Don't forget to
see.
redeem your
We also have
credits
Kenji.
before the end of the season, because they will be
Good,
cleared
I
before
guess
season
good
2.
morning to you as well. It should be around 1 a.m. for you, maybe midnight. What up, Mary? Hello. Okay. Oh, there he is. Hello, Risk and Timmy. Thank you for being here. And yeah, if anyone would like to come up and talk about anything that you've been up to, or any topics, you're more than welcome to. I am an open book today. I will probably be here rambling for about an hour or however much content I can fill, and then I will go run some errands today. Touch a little grass and be back here for ABC Decentraland tours. Talk about anything that you've been up to, or any topics, you're more than welcome to. I am an open book today. I will probably. So I'm trying to think of rambling for about an hour or however. I guess. I mean, this was kind of like a topic that we covered last week. But since we have you here, Kim, I think it's I mean, from your standpoint, from your point of view, like with the all hands meeting that you guys had, I believe it was like not last week, but the week before. There was a lot of excitement around that we covered last week. And I mean, from your point of view, I want to know, like, what are you most excited about with this, with the latest
Oh
update?
man, so many things. Sorry, I'm also running errands, so I'm trying to get back into my car. So if it cuts out for a second, I'll be back. But I'm really excited for communities, which we talked about, which is coming soon, because it gives us a place to allow people to convene on particular topics of something you're really interested in. So I'm really excited about how that's going to be rolled out. I can't share too much yet, but that'll be a lot of fun, and it'll give us really clear communities, which we talked about, places to push people to keep talking with others that are like-minded and have similar interests. So really pumped about that. I'm really pumped about just in general about marketplace credits and seeing how that impacts creators. We're seeing it on the back end, just in terms of like mana getting into creators' hands. So that always excites me. I love being able to see that flywheel start moving. I also just published, I know you saw it, Sinful, but if anyone hasn't, it's pinned on my profile, our mid-year report, which has a lot of data in it and just a lot more sneak peeks of what's to come and what we worked on for the past year. So just generally, I'm excited about the momentum. I mean, we've done a lot of new programs this year. There's Creator Connect happening, which is going to be featured through Art Week, where we paired artists with artists from the open call with studios, so getting a bunch of studios work. getting some new artists into Decentraland, which has been a ton of fun. We have, I think by the end of the year, we'll have 45 new builds through that program coming up, which will be so much fun. So all 2x2s for people to explore. So I think what I'm most excited about is that there's so many things in motion at the same time, which is also very stressful and a lot of work, but really excited about all of that, and that the team is really starting to feel that traction. I don't know if you guys are feeling it, but I'm feeling it from the community. I feel like Dana is really busy on social with everyone's posts and reactions. I think what I'm most excited that helps us a lot. I know I talk about Decentraland on my social, but like having you guys explain your experiences and show your experiences is also really beneficial, because the more the brand talks about it, it's like you really want to hear from people versus a brand. So I love that we're starting to see, when I log in, like my timeline yesterday being everyone having a good time in Decentraland was just so fun for me.
I'm just gonna say, Mew, how you're the low-level admin for Make. I'm doing that right now. Like every time you guys talk about something, I'm dropping links in the chat. So you can like pin that. Oh, I see you pinned
that we're starting to see.
But I just want to make sure that you saw.
Timeline
Also, since
being
Vanessa
everyone
isn't here, I
having a
feel
good
like we
time
need
in
to do
Decentraland, which is so
the
fun for
quintessential
me.
like gym holding beer intro thing. Mew, how you're the low-level admin for Make.
Well, Jim is more of a grill guy. I'm trying to get him to like have a grill off or a grill fight. I don't know exactly what they call it, the grill people. But I'm trying to get Old Guy and Jim to just like compete on whose meat is better. Grilled meat. Well, Jim is more of a grill guy. But yes, I'm trying to get him to like
Jim
have a grill off
holds a
or
very
a grill fight.
dear place in my heart from day one.
I remember back in the OG days, like Jim one time hit me up and was like, "Hey, bro, this wearable that you have, can I have one, please?" And I'm like, "Bro, shit, yeah, you can." And I sent it to him, and he's never taken it off since.
From day one.
Like, this is a special person. In the OG days, like, I love Jim. Now, one time hit me up and was like, "Hey, bro,
Now, Jim, I think you need to take your mask though, or your
and
I forget what they're called, but I remember someone referring to it as blue poo.
Never taken it off.
We got to take those to the cleaner, get it cleaned, and then we can wear it again.
Speaking of masks, Sinful, were you able to get a mask yesterday or no?
Now, Jim, I think you need to take.
No, I was not.
Alright, we'll see if we can get you one. The dispensers are closed, but I know a guy. We'll see if I can get you one.
We got to take those to the cleaner, get it cleaned. All right, and then we can wear it again. Thank you.
Speaking of masks, Sinful, were you able to get a mask yesterday or no?
Let's see. Ship to shore. There was a community alpha featured at the All Hands last week. Can you guys elaborate on that? I'm new, so sorry if redundant. Oh, okay. So it was a question from Ship for sure. The community alpha that was featured at the All Hands last week. Can you guys elaborate on that?
Oh, I think they just want to know, like, in general, what the All Hands meeting is.
Yeah. So we do have a recording, Dana. I don't know if the recording is live yet, but it always goes on our. It'll go on our YouTube. So we will be sure to pin it. So if you haven't been following us on YouTube, it'll be there. But basically, we do it on hands every 8 weeks about from the foundation to everyone in the community of what is coming up in the next few releases, aka what are we shipping next. And we talked about this new feature called Communities that'll be rolling out late summer. And basically, it'll be a home in Decentraland, mostly mostly like chat-based and event-based, where around different topics. So it's open to everyone. You have to have a name to create a community, and it'll all be tied to that. But you can events for your community. So an example could be like, we know Carl has his chess group. Like there'll be a chess community, and they'll have chess tournaments, and I don't know, maybe they'll bring in like a chess master for a lesson or whatever. So just thinking through like what type of topics would people want to community to like be in community about that are popular in Decentraland. I'm thinking about like party communities, like chess communities, maybe like there'll be a chess community, tours of Decentraland with ABCD, like things like that, where people can come together and be like, okay, this is the event for this community. It's weekly. This is where we come together. Would people want to community?
I see.
In community
So,
about
I guess like related on.
I'm thinking about like party
Okay,
communities, chess communities, maybe.
I'm trying to think if I should just pull it back a little bit just so we can finish off the answer for ship. But I think you may have checked all the boxes. You know that you host these every 8 weeks, I believe. I see. Yeah, I think. Okay, never mind. So with the community chats, so for one, I see potential, but then on the other end, I have questions. Like for ship, but I think because like I believe there was like somewhat of an early version of this in the 1.0. Yeah, I think it was like I think like Peanut Butter once set it up for like there was like a hashtag the central or CBD or something like that. I have chats.
I remember what you're talking about. Totally.
Because like would it kind of be something similar like this, or would it be, or is there has there been more like thought on this on like how to make it more streamlined and accessible like for users to like find it?
It'll be way. Yes, that was like a very minor test. This is like an actual feature rollout. I remember what you're talking about.
Ooh. Okay. This is exciting.
If anyone is like a community builder and has a community, I would say this is one. You are welcome to be an alpha tester. You just have to reach out to Dr. Krillo on it. So simple. Very welcome to be an alpha tester for building this community, and reach out to Dr. Krillo and we will get you in there. It hasn't started yet, but it will start very soon.
This is exciting. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I'll definitely reach out to Dr. Krillo and see how I can get involved. Okay, so that is awesome, and so this kind of feature gives me like I even see the potential for it. Like for example, when we Decentraland lights need to like go out and do errands and stuff like that. Like we're away from our friends and stuff like and like sometimes I wish there was like a phone application, even if it were just a very early phone application where you can connect to these chats, or let's say. For example,
that is not in this release, but I know what you're talking about.
To like go out and do errands. No, not. Like, this is like we're away from super futuristic. Like we're talking maybe 5 years
yeah,
down
we
the
call
road.
that like a companion
Even
app.
if it were just
We've talked about it a lot. Right now we're focused on the
you can
in-world
connect to these
experience
chats.
on your desktop and making that as good and as strong as it can be, but totally possible. Obviously, it's protocol. People can build whatever they want to build. That's the best part of it being open source, but that will not be part of it, but could see how that could happen in the future, but I am not committing, and it is not on the current roadmap. On the in-world.
Oh no, and I wasn't it. No, not in any way. Like I was just
totally
stargazing.
Whatever they want to build. That's the best part of it being open source.
I was already getting ahead of myself. 5 years ahead of myself.
We never do that here.
Because I mean,
in the future, but I am not committing, and it is not.
Oh yes, we're dreamers. We're a bunch of dreamers, and I mean,
I do have to run back to weekend mom life, but if anyone has specific questions, Sinful, that you need me to answer, feel free to DM them to me, and I'll get back to them later today.
Getting ahead of myself. 5 years ahead of myself. right, for sure, for sure. Thank you, Kim, for coming up here and rambling with me for a
Of
little bit.
course. Thanks, Sinful. Bye, everyone. I hope you have a great weekend.
And I mean,
I do have to run back to weekend mom life, but
and I'm looking in the room here. I see a friend that has not been here in a while. Hello, Arjens. Very nice to see you this morning. Thank you for popping in, or for you this evening, I believe.
Of course. Thanks,
Thank
Sinful.
you for
Bye,
popping
everyone. I hope
in.
you have a great weekend.
Good afternoon, Alan. And let's see who else we have. We have, and I'm looking in the room Stephen Jr. Thank you so much for pulling up to the space. If anyone has any questions or would like to, come up and speak, thank you for popping in, or for you talk about any topics, or even just learn about what the Decentraland is. Like, you're more than welcome to. I am an open book today, and my co-host is out digging for gold. So, Stephen Jr., thank you so much. She told me not to set the place on fire. I think we're doing good so far. Would like to, come up and speak. Good morning or good afternoon, Argent. Talk about any topics, or even just learn about what the Decentraland is. Like, you're more than welcome to. I am an open book today, and my co-host is out digging for gold. If you're speaking, Argent, I can't hear you. Junior, thank you so much. She told me not to set the place on fire. I think we're doing good so far. Would like to, come up and speak. Good morning or good afternoon, Argent. Talk about any topics, or even just learn about what the Decentraland is. Like, you're more than welcome to. I am an open book today, and my co-host is out digging for gold. If you're speaking, Argent, I can't hear you. Junior, thank you so much. She told me not to set the place on fire. Damn, Dana, you've been on top of things. I see. From one low-level admin to another. I respect, Dana. Mad respect on your posting skills. I have pinned them all up to the top. If you're speaking, Arjun, I can't hear you. And I mean, I'm looking at Stephen Jr.'s, just bio, and it says Metaverse Building. Maybe some of these opportunities may interest you, Stephen. Decentraland currently is will be hosting a career quest next week. Maybe something to look into. Find some Web3 jobs, or get some connections, meet some people. And then there is a boot camp. Some of these opportunities may interest you, Stephen. Here it is, Career Quest Web3 Boot Camp in partnership with Metana next week. Experts Coding Bootcamp. Maybe something to look into. Find some Web3 jobs. Let us know if you're interested. Let's see, Argent, are you there now? And then there is a boot camp. Some of these opportunities may interest you, Stephen. Here it is, Career Quest Web3 Bootcamp in partnership with Metana. No, Argent. Experts Coding Just yet. Find some Web3 jobs. Let us know if you're interested. Oh, Dana, you social gobbly. Are you there now? Or I said gobbly. Gobby. I meant to say gobby. Welcome, Moses. Thank you so much for joining us. Here it is. And okay, well, I guess I can do some rambling while we wait for Argent. No, Argent. Just yet. What's up, Maki? Let us know if you're interested. Oh, Dana, you social gobbly. Are you there now? Or I said gobbly. Gobby. I meant to say Argent, gobby. Are you there? Welcome, Moses. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, no. And okay, well, I guess I can do some rambling. I heard some wind. For Argent. No, Argent. Maybe we're getting somewhere. Just yet. What's up, Maki? Let us know if you're interested. Oh, Dana, you social gobbly. Are you there now? Or I said gobbly. Gobby. I meant to say
Perhaps
gobby.
not.
Welcome, Moses.
I'm
Thank you so much for joining
being
us.
distracted over here by a
And,
wild
well,
weasel
I guess I
named
can
Maki.
do some
I heard some
rambling while we
wind.
wait for Argent.
She is the pet ferret.
Maybe we're getting
So,
somewhere.
Dana, the math kittens emote. I am truly inspired by that emote. I think I'm going to hit up the low poly models and
named Maki. Make my vision come true.
She is the pet ferret.
Maybe we're getting
So,
somewhere. Do I see old guy coming up?
Dana, the math kittens emote. I am truly inspired by that emote. I think I'm going to hit up the low poly models.
Hello,
and,
old guy. Good afternoon.
Hey,
Make
what's going
my
on?
vision come true.
Wait, what was
You know,
the
just
tail end? I missed this. You're gonna
did I
hit up
do
the
I see
low
old guy
poly
coming in?
models with
Dana,
what?
the math kittens
To make my vision come true, my inspiration.
What vision?
I think I'm going to
Okay, so you know how the math kittens, there's kittens, right, running around you.
Make
My vision. Well, what if there were ferrets?
Let's go! I was hoping you would say this. Get Maki in there.
To make my vision I'm gonna have to send like 3D renditions or like start scanning Maki or something so that the math kittens, there's kittens, right, running around you. Well, what if there were ferrets? Alrighty. We're I think old guy. Were you about to? Yep. I'm gonna have to say something like
No, I just come
3D
up to say hi because
renditions
you're up here
or like
alone, and
start
now I see the
scanning
four up
Maki
here.
or
So
something
that's
so
all.
that the
Jumping up here to say hello to
Hey.
everybody. And yeah, I mean, Jim, I see you down there, man. You don't stand a chance if we do this grill off. That's all I got to say.
I think old guy. Were you about to? I can say that old guy has his secret
No, I just come
barbecue
up to say hi
sauce
'cause you're up
recipe,
here
but I don't know.
alone, and now I see the
Jim,
four.
like I know he's known to grill in like
Jumping up here to say
the
hello to
toughest
everybody.
conditions,
And
like
yeah, I mean, Jim, I see you
snow
down there, man. You don't stand a chance
rain. Like he
if we
could
do this grill
grill
off.
you a
That's all I
steak
got to say.
somehow. But were you about to?
I think
yeah,
we would have to do this old school. It would have to be, you know, you have to start the fire,
but I don't know. Jim,
out
like
a
I know
lighter,
he's known to grill
like
in
from
like
sticks or something like
toughest
that. We'd have to take it like
conditions,
really,
like
really old school to make it a
snow
real bench.
or rain. Like he could
Get
grill you a primitive
Yeah.
with it. Like
But-
start rolling the little stick between your hands
I
and
think
stuff
it
like
would be
that.
a hot coal, old school. Gotta have a bird's nest, get it all started, fire, just like the old, the old days. That's the way you do it.
He's known to grill in like
What do you think, Jim?
Jim, you in?
Got a thumbs up on that or what? Make it a real bench.
or rain, like he could get real primitive
Yeah.
with it. I think that might severely hurt his chances to
Yeah.
make you a steak in the rain.
I think that's a no, or he's AFK, one of the two. How about a thumbs down? Does that work too?
He's dancing right now. Jim, and welcome back, Kim.
I decided to take the dog for a walk, which meant I was able to listen. But I also figured
think
if
that
I have
might
it up
severely
on speaker,
hurt
it
his
just gives
chances
more
to
visibility.
make
So I'll
you
be
a steak in
hanging.
the rain.
But
Yay. Thank you for hanging, and hello, good pup. I hope the pup enjoys their walk. He's
Always.
dancing right now. And welcome back, Kim.
I decided to take the dog for a walk, which meant
So
I was
yes,
able to
Dana, we gotta
listen.
get start immortalizing Maki somehow. Like
So I'll be hanging. But
Okay, so
never too early.
So during office hours,
Thank you for hanging, and hello,
Dr.
good pup.
Krillo was showing
I hope the pup
Meshi
enjoys their walk.
AI, which is an AI tool that does like 3D or it does picture to like 3D model.
Yes, Dana, we gotta get
During the
start
session, I was like,
immortalizing
oh,
Maki
we should take pictures of all our pets and like do like a pet land. And my son was like, we can call it Pedo Land. Dr. Krillo was showing Meshi AI.
Oh no!
Turning like I feel like he always does this where like my brain is in like this like innocent place and then he makes a pun or a joke and I'm like no do like a pet land. But like
you're like, no, how'd I set myself up for this?
Exactly, it's like it was right there. No, but we need
Oh,
to.
no.
I like this Maki idea. I will scan Coda. We should do this. I want my pet in Decentraland. Innocent plays, and then he makes a
I
pun
think
or
in the
joke.
past we've like kind of spoken about like somewhat the same concept, but like it was a little more sad. He like at least here in the space,
No,
like
I know
we're
where this is going. Like, I like this mock.
yes, because like you're talking about your
We
current
should do
pets,
this.
but
You have such a soft heart. I feel like you're gonna start
I think
crying
in the
now.
past we've
I
like
would
kind
live
of
there. I
spoken
would
about
live
like
there.
somewhat the same concept, but like
But
it was a little more sad.
a
He
pet
like at least here
graveyard.
in
Oh
the
my
space,
God,
like
what would
we're
that?
Yeah.
What kind of emotional trauma would that bring?
because
Do you
like
remember
you're
when
talking about
Mario
your
was here? We
current
talked
pets,
about this. Someone
but
had done it
Such a soft
in
heart.
Decentraland.
I feel like you're gonna start
I
crying
think in the
now.
past
I'm trying to think
I'm
of
trying to remember.
who they were.
This is
There was
giving Miley Cyrus and her dead pets. Great
But,
album.
But
Yeah.
a pet
There was
graveyard. Oh my God,
someone
what would
had
that?
done it.
What kind of
Um,
emotional
I
trauma
can't
would that
remember,
bring?
but I remember when Maria did some interview and we had talked about like memoriams in Decentraland, and there was a few examples.
I'm trying to think of
I think there was a pet
who they
one.
were.
This is giving Miley Cyrus
Okay.
and her dead
Huh.
pets. Great
I like
album.
one that I can think of, and it's like
There was
just a super early idea. It's like one exists deploying one of his pups on Decentraland, and just having them. I believe her name was Jada.
Yes.
Memoriams in Decentraland, and there was
And that's so sweet.
yeah.
Speaking of, I wonder where one exists has been. I'm gonna hit him up and be like, "What's that?"
super early idea. It's like one exists deploying
I start to check on my friends, but I don't hear from them in like a month.
I believe her name was Jada.
That's because you're a good friend.
I mean, sometimes I question it. Am I like, is a month like too long?
Well, if you're
I wonder where
a
one
parent
exists
of
has been.
toddlers like me,
I'm gonna
I
hit 'em
assume
up
if I
and be
haven't
like,
seen
"What's
any
that?"
photos from anyone, or they didn't post a picture of their kid in like 3 months, I'm like, you there?
I start to
deep in it?
check on my friends, Okay. but I don't
But
hear
if
from
they're
them in like a month.
not parents, I don't know what that's because your appropriate timeline is. But like me not talking to a friend for 4 months that has toddlers, I'm like,
Sometimes I
yeah,
question
totally
it. Am
valid.
I
They're
like,
just in
is
it.
a month
It's
like
also
too
something
long?
that, like,
I wonder where one exists.
I was thinking about like friendships when you're young and how like you like go over each other's houses on a Friday, like every Friday you see each other, and like the trajectory of like when you're 50, like if you see each other once a year, you're still
like me not talking to a friend for 3 months that has
it made me like laugh, cry.
It makes me so sad.
I know. I feel like that's just like what happens when like life gets busy and like on a Friday. Oh God. Okay. And like sinful, we went from like dead pet memorials to like not seeing friends.
Friends.
Hey,
we gotta check up on our friends when we can. No, I mean, it's a good topic too. Like, we gotta check up on our friends whenever we can. You know, make sure they're good, make sure they're still breathing.
Oh God. Okay.
Speaking of, has anyone heard from DJ Rabbit in a while?
I have not.
Okay,
Like,
we need to check up on DJ Rabbit too, because he
we
was
gotta check
streaming
up on our friends
when we were
when
doing the
can.
party full stuff, and then I was trying to put him in touch with them.
It's a good topic too. Like,
was
we
tough.
gotta check
So
up
if
on our
anyone's heard
friends
from
whenever
DJ Rabbit,
we can.
tell me
You
to
know,
get back to
make sure they're good, make sure they're still breathing. For sure. Yeah, I haven't seen
Speaking
DJ
of,
Rabbit.
has anyone heard from,
I remember.
DJ Rabbit in a while?
I think maybe we're talking about like over 6 months ago, like 8 months ago or so. Like, I remember that his wallet got compromised or some sort of thing happened where like yeah, like the person well, I don't even exactly know what it is. I remember but maybe it's good that, like, I'm telling you, maybe we're talking about maybe something sparks a topic with the team, but and this has happened to both Rabbit and Z Kyle and a few of our old friends. Yeah, like the person you just start to see their names. What it is. You start to see their names in the open sea floor. I'm telling you, like for like super cheap. And when you do the research, like when you try to track the wallet and all the stuff, like it's literally only the names that are taken from these wallets.
We were
and
how can we
when you do the research, like when you try to
to maybe reduce some of the security,
It's literally only
beef
the
up the
names
security,
are
reduce
taken
some of the
from
risk,
these wallets.
especially with names. So stay tuned. It would be a big project, but the team's definitely been talking about delegate wallets for a while.
It's literally
Yeah,
Beef up
nice, nice. I mean, definitely a step in the right direction,
especially with names.
or
So
even in
stay
a
tuned. It
direction
would
to
be a
try to
big
solve
project,
a, a very complex issue.
for a while.
And
Yeah.
oh yeah, so
Nice, nice. I mean, definitely a step in the right
bought
direction.
those names from whoever hacked it to them.
Even in
Hacked it from them to try to
Cute.
solve a very complex issue. I've been trying to give them back, but both individuals
yeah,
are
so
like,
I've been-
hey, hold
I
on to it for now.
definitely
Bought those names from whoever hacked it to them.
Someday, don't
Maybe it's
worry.
like they don't,
Someday
a very
they'll come back for like
Right.
music
Trying to give
festival
them
or
back,
something. Whatever
but
was
both
the initial thing
individuals
that
are
got them
like,
going.
hey, hold on to it for now.
Yep,
Yep. No, but I mean, I've seen them
worry,
around
someday.
since their names were
They'll come
taken,
back
and
for,
I
like, music
like I ask them, I'm like, hey, is your wallet like good? Could I send you your name back? And they're like, I don't know, just hold on to it.
No, I was
But I
talking
mean,
about
I've
this
seen them
with Nate,
around
though,
since
like,
their names were taken, and
oh, it's
I
like so
like I
scary
ask
to
them, I'm
use
like,
a
hey,
compromise.
is your
I
wallet
feel like
like
you,
good? Could
I
I
don't
send you your
know.
name
I don't
back?
know
And
what,
they're
I
like,
don't know
I
what
don't
the,
I just
know,
wouldn't.
just hold on to it.
that's what I
Starfresh.
was gonna say.
No,
Yeah,
Starfresh.
like,
Do not use a compromised
oh,
wallet
it's like so
under any
scary to use
circumstance.
a compromise. It is like, it's heartbreaking though. I've thought about this with my own assets. Like, it would just
I
be
just
so upsetting. That's what I
Starfresh.
was gonna say.
No,
Yeah,
Starfresh.
like,
Do not use a compromised Just a reminder, if there's
Oh my
anything you're
god.
concerned about,
it
Lucy,
is like,
put it
it's
on the ledger,
heartbreaking though.
please.
I've thought about this with my own assets.
Or
Like,
something.
it would
But
just
yeah,
be
having it on
so
a hot
upsetting.
wallet.
And watch out for
Obviously a risk.
GitHub. Like, Make was
Just a reminder,
saying,
if there's
Oh my
GitHub
anything
god.
has become like a relatively scary place.
or
Like,
something.
I don't know.
But yeah, having it on a
Which,
hot
yeah.
wallet.
And watch out for, he has more details, but he was saying like GitHub repos, I guess, recently have become like a scary place for getting wiped. Scary place.
I have
Like,
not heard
I
that.
don't know.
That's also awful.
Which, yeah. And watch out for, he has more details, but he was saying like GitHub
Like,
repos,
so
I guess,
for me, it's
recently have
I've
become, like, a scary
always
place
like
for getting
assumed
wiped.
that there was a security risk with all of it.
That's also
Like,
awful.
because like if someone could publish code on a GitHub, they could always just put something like malicious deep into it, and then just like publish it. People will be downloading it. Someone could publish code on a GitHub. They could always just put something deep. So that's why, like, I mean, deep into it. Sometimes I call myself lazy, but then at the same time, it's like someone tells me, "Oh, check out my GitHub. Check out this." That's why, like, I mean, don't. I'm scared of it.
I mean,
Sometimes I call
generally, I
myself
would say
lazy,
don't
but
check
then at
out
the same
anyone's
time, it's
anything
like
until
like
you
someone
know that. I mean,
tells
we've
me,
had it.
"Oh, check
I
out my
get
GitHub. Check out this."
reporters or people pretending to be reporters to be like, "Hey, join the interview," and it's a fake.
of it.
I mean, generally, link all the time. So like, unless you have someone vet it or it's someone you really know, like I'm like, you can join my link, but I'm not joining your link.
I get people that are like,
I mean,
you have to
generally,
pay,
all the time. So like,
the classic, like, you have to pay this now or whatever.
it's
And I'm
someone you
always
really
like,
know,
if you really,
like, you can
if
join
you
my
really
link,
want me to
but I'm not joining your
pay,
link.
you can find a way. I don't know. I'm like, and sometimes I get screwed. Like, I get bills and they're like, you didn't pay. If you really, like, if you really want me to pay, you can find a way. I don't know. I'm like,
Yeah, the urgency. They create like a urgency to like the situation. That has definitely been a red flag in the past. I remember there was one time urgency. They create like a urgency to like the situation. That is definitely me being secure, but forgetting that I'm being secure. It's like built into my subconscious that like just don't click on shit. That I forget why I just don't click. Being secure, but forgetting that I'm being secure. It's like built into my Dana. That reminds me. I've been slacking. What is the book club book?
This
Hail
month. I forget
Mary.
why. I just don't like
Hail Mary?
Mary
Like, is
Shark.
this the scary book?
No,
That reminds me.
it actually
I've been
just
slacking.
I picked it and
What
then I
is
was
the
like,
book
oh
club
my
book
god,
this month?
Ryan Gosling himself is gonna be in a movie.
Hail
Like
Mary?
they just bought
Like,
the
is
rights
this
and they're
the
producing
scary
it.
book?
So
That
it's
reminds
a
me.
great time to pick up the book.
Slacking.
It's you know how I like my existential dread. So like Earth is gonna die and it's the story of like one guy in space trying to fix things. So it's gonna be a great time. I like my existential dread. So like Earth is
Sounds like it could be made into a
it's
movie.
not gonna be like Claire in the Sun though. Like we're not gonna be so. We're not all gonna be like, oh god, at the end of it. I think it'll be fun.
Dana, are we gonna have a book
Sounds
club
like it could be
community?
made into a movie.
I asked him. I asked Dr. Krillo. So yes, I think so.
Yay!
Oh god.
We should definitely have a book club community.
Dana, are we gonna have a book
Sounds
club
like it could be
community?
made into a movie.
I asked him.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's funny. You have this track record, Dana, of like definitely have a book club community.
Dana, are we gonna have a book club community?
Like what was the first book? It was Dark Matter.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And this is why I'm not in book
like
club.
you have this track record, Dana.
I'm like,
of,
there's nothing happy happening here. I can't do it.
No, but like
What was the first book? It was Dark Matter.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm not in
And,
book
like,
club.
you
I got
have
a
this
note from you in
track
Discord that was like,
record,
hey
I'm like,
man,
there's nothing
you
happy happening
okay?
here. I can't do it.
No, but like,
Dana.
thank
We
you.
just had to check on Dana. Dark Matter.
And this is why I'm not.
Yeah, we definitely had to check on you because I think around the time you like had a trip or something and went away, and so then we didn't hear from you, and book club was due, and we're like, is Dana just like depressed from her book? Because I think around the time you like had a trip or something we definitely had to check
Self-defeating cycle.
check on Dana. We're like, is
Well,
Dana
you
just
go
like
with
depressed from her
Technopia.
book?
Oh, another existential dread novel? Interesting.
We definitely had to check.
Self-defeating
Yep.
cycle.
Check on Dana. So yeah, Dark Matter, Claire in the Sun, and now we have Hail Mary. But this one is gonna be normal, I hear. Yep. Somewhat. So, yeah, Dark Matter,
Well, this is
Claire
the
in
thing,
the
you
Sun,
know, you
and
pick
now we
it,
have,
and then halfway through,
Hail Mary.
we'll see. I hope so.
But this one is gonna be normal, I hear. I mean, there have been some pretty good picks, like in the book club. Jared's first pick. Fuck, what was it? Way of Kings?
No, how dare you, Sanderson? Like, that's no.
I mean, there
what's his
have
name?
been some
Robert.
pretty good picks,
No,
like in the book club.
Robert Jordan.
Jared's
It was
first
Wheel of
pick.
Time.
Fuck, what was it? Way of Kings?
No, how
Wheel
dare
of Time.
you,
Yes.
Sanderson?
Fuck. Then what did I just say? I said Sanderson's
Yeah,
book.
Robert
No, Wheel of
Kings,
Time.
no.
Yeah, Way of King is Sanderson. So yeah, Wheel of Time.
No.
Yes, that one was a
Wheel of
great
Time,
one.
yes.
Like I mean, it's no Sanderson, like Way of Kings or anything like that, but Wheel of Time's alright. Wheel of Time. Yes, that one was a great one.
At the
Like
wheel. We had a good
I
time.
mean, it's no Sanderson. I mean, I just wish it wasn't so long because, like, to squeeze that book in like a month is like a tough feat.
Yeah, it felt like college again. It was like, here's a textbook, read it by the end of the week.
Like, to squeeze that book
But we did
in like
it.
a month
So no one can say that we're
is like a
illiterate.
tough feat.
We did it. It felt like college again. It was like, here's a textbook, read it by
But yeah, that's why I kind of hesitate on suggesting Way of Kings, because Way of Kings is actually longer than.
No, here, let's do it. Because it's on my hit list. Let's just do it. When it's your turn, that's what we're doing.
Hesitate on suggesting Way of Kings. But this is a book that if you were to look at it on Audible, it's a 48-hour read.
Okay, I'm down.
But this is a book.
Like I play video games.
If you were to
like
look at it
100
on
hour
Audible,
video. I don't know. Like
it's
I'm
a
I'm gonna have to pass that one. My therapist is trying to get me to just do 10 minutes a day, a few days a week, and I'm not gonna make it.
Like 100 hours a day? I don't know. Like,
I'm not gonna make it over here. I'm gonna have to pass that
Oh
one.
man. Yeah. Well, I can tell you it's not a sad story. Well, it's a magical story, we can call it.
I don't know. Like,
I'm not gonna make it over here.
And there's many books about it. Okay, so yeah, okay, fine. Next time it's my turn, I will input the pain on everyone on Toxic.
I'm not gonna make it over here.
And suggest about the way of King. Okay, fine. Next time it's my turn, I will. But this month we are reading Hail Mary. I'm gonna see if it's on Spotify because, like, I mean, if it's free or if it comes with your $10 a month subscription, might as well go for it.
people have
Hail
also been
Mary. I'm
telling
gonna
me
see if
about
it's on
Libby,
Spotify
which is like
because.
a free
Like, I
library
mean,
add-on
if it's
that
free
you get with your
or
Kindle.
if it comes with your
And I
$10
haven't
a
looked
month
into the details yet, but like you should just be able to get it on your Kindle, and then you can rent like any book that's in the Libby app and add it to your Kindle.
If it comes with your
I'm also gonna go out on a limb.
The details yet,
The
but
mom
like
and
you
me.
should just be able to get it
There
on your
are
Kindle, and then you can
traditional
rent
libraries that still
like any book
exist,
that's
and we use it with
in
our
the
kids
Libby
all
app
the time.
and add it to
Just
your
a
Kindle.
crazy idea of get your local
You can
library
leave
card.
your house and go to a library.
There are. I go to the library regularly. Libraries are underrated, guys. They got computers, they got crafts, they have yoga, free yoga. Like, check out what's going on at your
Yoga?
Yeah, check out what's going on at your local library. You will be shocked. Here, you can pick up free passes to the museums. You could do free passes to the beaches. Like, check out what's going on in your real library.
Yoga?
Check out what's going on at your local library. You will be shocked.
Oh my god!
And yes, I
like,
feel like
okay,
a grandmother
it's
saying
funny.
that, but they're
do
hot again. Free passes
No,
to the
it's-
beaches. Like,
It's funny because like I was talking to like a friend on the CBD Discord
yes,
that
I
like
feel like a
you know
grandmother
just
saying
hasn't been around in a while, and like he was like, yeah man, I've been hitting the library, and I was like, hold up, those buildings still exist? A friend on the CBD Discord
yes,
that
they
like
really
you know,
the amount of parents
hasn't been
hanging
around
out
in a
at the
while,
library.
and
Like, they're
he was
doing
like,
movie
yeah man,
I'm not joking.
I've been
You need to
hitting
go
the
check out what your
library,
local
and I was
library
like,
is doing.
hold up,
They have
those
like a whole
buildings
calendar
still
of events.
exist? Okay. Friend on the CBD Discord that like, I guess. Okay, so wow. Okay, in my mind, libraries were replaced by Barnes and Noble.
I know. I thought so too until calendars were like, well, did you go to the library activities this weekend? And I'm like,
Yeah, okay,
what?
so wow. Okay, in my mind,
Go check 'em out.
libraries were replaced
low-key,
by
one of-
Barnes and
I know,
Noble.
like, part of CBD spaces is like we dream, and one of the things that I would just love is like eventually there's a library
Go check 'em out.
in Decentraland somewhere. That would be so amazing. CBD spaces is like we dream.
Yes, yes,
One of the
I
things
agree.
that I would just love.
I think there was
is, like,
at one
eventually
point
there's
an
a library.
attempt towards like a contents
That would
library,
be so amazing.
but I believe it's like perhaps there were a lot of technicalities that came with it, and their grant run out, and you know, contents library stuff just gets left to the side. But I mean, definitely something to even pick back up.
We'll funnel it into
Technicalities
book
that
club
came with it, and their grant
partnership
run
ideas.
out, and you know, yep. Like okay, imagine the build that that Meadow Wolf made for the book club. Imagine that being like a little
This is
mini
like my
library.
dream. And then like you click on the book and it like
Yep,
pops
yep.
up with a
Like,
visualizer.
okay,
and then
imagine
you
the
can like
build
read
that
it in Decentraland.
that Meadow Wolf made for the book
I'm so
club.
happy.
Imagine that being like a little
This is,
mini
like, my
Yeah,
dream.
yeah. Like I mean, yeah. I'm definitely a dreamer here. When I'm like envisioning like the book just like slides out, like an animation of the book just sliding out and opening right in front of you.
It's great
yeah.
when
Like I mean,
you
yeah.
and
I'm
I have,
definitely a
like,
dreamer
no
here. When I'm
technical
like
background, so you can just be
envisioning
like,
like the
yes,
book
this
just
is
like
awesome.
slides out, like an animation of the book just sliding out.
I think that is also part of the reason. Maybe I'm like
Yeah.
subconsciously keeping myself away from knowing, you know, what being
Don't let the
technical.
dream die.
I think yeah, I mean, because I feel like they need us. They need individuals like us that will just fucking blur out the most outrageous idea, and then like all of us, like, you know,
the techie people are like, that is impossible. But wait, you mentioned this small component that is literally 0.5% of your idea that could be done that would make things better.
This is why
that is
Alvaro
impossible.
at the
But wait,
foundation
you
says
mentioned
that
this
whenever I like
small
say something to
component
him,
that
he's
is
like,
literally 0.5%
remember,
of
I'm
your
Santa
idea
Claus.
that
You're
could
gonna
be
make a
done that
list.
would make things
I'm gonna
better.
tell you what you're gonna
This
get
is
for
why
Christmas.
that is impossible. But wait, you mentioned this
Because that is how it goes. It's like, remember, these are technically not possible. This like little kernel is.
Oh, Dana, you're perfect CBD material. I'm gonna make a badge just for you. You are me if I were to work at the foundation. You're perfect CBD. Oh God, that's
material.
great.
No,
I'm
but
gonna make a badge.
but we need to.
You're actually better.
We still need to like. Let's keep
you are
dreaming
me
about
if
this
I were to
library
work at the
because
foundation.
like
You're,
it would just be so amazing.
CBD
That's
material.
this is my outro. I'm peacing out now. But Mew, you're the bestest. Love you all. See you all in Decentraland.
It's a good piece out. We hit exactly an hour. So Dana, thank you so much for chatting it up with me. I mean, unless old guy has any pressing topics that he would like to cover, I'm definitely down to continue here. But
No, man, I'm good. I'm just looking at the crypto charts.
Unless old guy has any pressing topics, looking at the crypto charts, what are the cryptos telling us? I mean, Bitcoin had like its little pumpies recently in this last week. It's been nice to see, but like my questions start to like lie on like I mean, these markets have been moving. It's not like it's not retail money. It's all like investor fucking, big institutions slowly buying Bitcoin. So it's like they create their own price action.
Yeah, no,
Sorry, go ahead.
You're not wrong about that.
It's not retail money. It's all
going
like
to be a different
investor
type of
fucking,
will we still see
big
alt season?
institutions
Yeah, I do believe
slowly
we'll
buying Bitcoin. So it's like they create
Is
their own price
Bitcoin
action.
going to
Sorry,
go
go
up
ahead.
very high this time around? Absolutely. Right. This is what everybody wanted. Everybody wanted. Will we still see the institutions involved? Well, they're here. Is this is going to run more like the stock market this time around, more so than this is what traditional 2021 bull run. It's going to be slower. There's going to be dumps when we don't expect them. There's going to be raises when we don't expect them. Right? I mean, that's just how it is because now there's big money involved. But I laugh at some of these meme coins. I'm looking at them. There's going to be dumps when we don't 30, 40, 50 raises $1,000. Right. On a meme coin, it's just like, then you flip to some of these other ones, and you've got $20. I laugh at here. $50 going into it here, but you got these meme coins. There's thousands of dollars going into it. It just makes me laugh. Then you flip to some. I understand there's money gain. You've got $20. These charts, they just kind of make my day sometimes. So that's kind of what I've been doing while you guys were talking. But you have these meme coins. Yeah. Do I think the run's coming? Yeah, I do. Not financial advice, but that's what I believe. And, this may actually even go into 2026. That's the thing about this run. We don't know what's going to happen with institutions involved, right? Is it going to drop 60 to 70% like it normally does? Or, this may actually drop 30 to 2026. Now the big money's involved in this run. I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen.
Yep.
Kind of the way I'm looking at it right now. Is it going to drop 60 to 70% like it normally does?
I think like the big money, the institutions, they're kind of like behind maybe like I don't know 10 years because for example like right now they are just getting into the asset side of things. They know that crypto exists, Bitcoin, Ethereum, so they're just like only looking at like the token side of things. Wait till they find out that there's actual fucking ecosystems within the asset side of things. These assets that they've been buying, Ethereum, or just like perhaps I'm saying wait till they find out. It's like perhaps they already know. It's just that they there's so many there's so many you have to go down the chain, like, or decisions that need to be made before, like, something can be done, like within a corporate structure or institutional structure.
There's so
Yeah,
many
I'm sure they got board members
you
and
have to go
everything else.
down the chain,
They have
like,
to answer
or
to.
decisions
So,
that need to be
you know, it's
made
like anything
before,
else.
like,
You know, and I say this a lot.
something
Money
can be
makes the world
done,
go round.
like within a corporate structure or
You know, they're
institutional
only going to do
structure.
this if it's going to put, they got board members and everything.
Profits
in their pocket. They have to answer to. So, you know, crypto as we know it is, it is going to change. It just literally is. The runs are going to change. You know, they're only going to do this. Year to years are going to change. Profits in their pocket. And so I feel bad for anybody who's not in it right now. What do they say? It is going to change. 15% of the world. I don't even know if it's that high. 10% of the world that's even in crypto right now, and everything, and supposedly in the next 10 years is going to move over to digital assets. I feel bad for anybody who's not in it right now. There's a shock coming for some people. 15% of the world. I don't even know if it's that high. 10% of the world that's even in crypto right now.
Yeah, that's definitely a shock. Damn, only 15%. Yeah, I mean, I could see it, like, you know, US, Europe, like, it's just, yeah, definitely crypto has not reached out far and wide. And I mean, I guess like a greater question when it comes to all that, it's like, it also comes down to hardware, technology, like power, like, definitely crypto, you know, what technology is built between here and the next 10 years that will help, like, you know, it also comes down to make batteries smaller, make power sources stronger but smaller, and last longer, and be able to be harnessed in different ways. Because, like, I mean, that will help, like, let's say looking at make batteries smaller, make power sources stronger but smaller, and let's look at the continent of Africa, like, different ways. A lot of, because, like, I mean, a lot of it over there, there isn't much, you know, structure done for, like, you know, power sources and stuff like that. They have the sun though, so maybe they could build, like, a lot of it over there. A whole, like, a whole solar field across the Sahara Desert done for, like, you know, power resources and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
they
for
have
this
the
to be
sun though.
adopted means that
Maybe they could build, like,
there are some things that
a whole solar
have to
field
change,
across the Sahara Desert
done
for, like,
you're not going to have people real excited about the fact. Well, I mean, to give a dollar because they're spending a dollar. That's all they're paying is a dollar. There are some things that when you're dealing with crypto, you know, so some things are regulations. Some things you're not going to have people creating gas-free wallets. Dealing with crypto, you know, so XCN, I believe XCN is one of them. There's another one I can't think of it right now. But they are creating gas-free wallets. You know, we're going to need that technology. You know, there's a couple things before it's adopted completely. The second thing is, you know, I don't know what it's like across the world, but here in the United States, you know, you're getting taxed on basically, you know, everything you sell, unless you're completely sticking with, you know, I don't know, stable coins, right? So that's something that's got to change in some aspects of it too, because everything, people can't just see their money disappear like that, right? People work too hard for it. Completely sticking, and there's just some of these things that are going to have to 10 to 20 years for it to be fully adopted. So if you think about it from that perspective, where we've come just in the last 15 years since the first, you know, where are these prices going to be another 10 years down the road, 15 years down the road? That's kind of what's kind of got me just mind-boggling. I mean, Bitcoin could easily be up $200,000 by the end of the year. Think about it. Not saying it's going to. I'm just saying it could be. Right? So, you know, is it going to get outpriced? It's going to be the point that nobody can even afford it. It's just crazy what's going on. That's kind of what's kind of got me just mind-boggling.
yeah, well, that's so with that comment that you just made about, like, is it gonna get outpriced? Whenever I think about Bitcoin, like, and what its future could be within, like, you know, in a world where where institutions hold it and the U.S. and governments hold it, is that it somewhat starts to become like less of a token and more of an index. Like you know how like in the stock market has the S&P 500 or whatever, and it's or the Nasdaq, and it's like worth this much. But like I and like yeah, and being able to like purchase just like portions of it to hold for I guess personal wealth or whatever it may be. It's or the Nasdaq, but that could also be a horrible
No,
analogy
no,
too.
that's exactly
But
what it's going to become. But and I still, like, you know,
yeah,
I still have the question.
and
Well,
being
once
able
we
to like
switch
purchase
over,
just like portions
once
of
we
it
technically
to hold
switch
for
over
I guess
to
personal wealth or whatever it may be.
yeah, digital assets,
But that could also be a horrible
no,
analogy
no,
too.
that's exactly.
But
Where's the value? But and I still,
yeah,
where's the actual value? I mean, what is the value? What's valuing?
being able to like purchase,
You know, right now, gold is the value,
for I
right,
guess personal
of the
wealth or
dollar.
whatever it may be.
So where
Digital
assets,
oil.
where's the value going to come from? Okay, I hold this many coins. Well, you have this much money because of it, but what are they basing it off? The dollar's gone now, so what are we basing what the value of value? That's the part that I'm still like, I'm sure there's some mathematical problem out there that solve all that, but it's just like that still kind of blows my mind. It's like, well, how are you getting this value? Are we just saying, okay, it's worth this much?
Okay.
So what are we basing what the value
Okay,
of?
so
That's the part that I'm still
okay, so if I'm correct with what I'm about to say, this is like bad for humanity.
Like that still kind of blows my mind.
But
It's like, well,
what if the value
how are you getting
becomes
this
energy?
value? Are we just saying, okay, it's worth this much?
Like that's the commodity because I mean it takes energy to power this. Okay, so if I'm correct with what and massive amounts of it. This is like bad for
Could be.
humanity.
Yeah,
But
could be.
what if
Could be.
the
I don't
value
know.
becomes energy?
I don't know.
Like that's the
Yeah, right.
commodity
It's like
because I mean
a
it takes
super
energy
like
to power this.
dystopian like
This is like
kind of
bad
thought
for
to even
humanity.
think about like
Yeah.
what the
But
world could
what
look
if
like
the
if
value
that
becomes
were
energy?
the scenario.
Yeah.
Like that's the
Yeah,
I
right.
don't
commodity.
know.
It's like
To me, it's
super
interesting.
like
Just
dystopian like
I'm sure there's probably an answer out
kind of
there.
thought
If
to
I
even
Googled
think
it, put it
about
into
like
AI, something
what
like
the
that.
world could look like
There's
if
probably
that
something out
were
there.
the scenario.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen to me talk about book club. I'm kind of just flipping the subject here, but going back to what you guys were talking about book club. But I just recently read a book.
What the world could look like if that were
And
the
it has to do with AI, and it's called Scary Smart. And everybody should read that. I mean, just kind of talks about where AI is heading and what it's going to look like, and how AI at some point down the road could actually look at us like we look at insects. And it was a very interesting book when I was reading it, and where we're heading with all this crypto and AI and everything. And it's exciting now, but there's certainly, along with energy, going to be some real problems down the road. It was a very interesting book unless we solve them now. Where we're heading with all this crypto.
Yep. Okay, so over here I pulled up on my screen because yesterday I noticed that I don't just have Grok or Grok 2.0 or 3.0. I have Super Grok.
Where we're heading. No,
Anyway.
I saw an announcement. I think a new Grok came out.
Okay, so over here I pulled up on my screen because yesterday I noticed that I don't
Yep,
just have
yep.
Grok.
I just saw like the little
or 3.0.
change in the name on X, like it went from Grok to like Super Grok, and so I went in and asked it like what I know Grok 2.0 and 3.0, but what is Super Grok? And
I just
it
saw like the
started
little
change in the
spouting
name
out
on
its
X, like it went from Grok to like Super Grok, and
its benefits.
So I went in and asked it like,
But I just typed in a world where Bitcoin is the world's currency. Where and then like I'm trying to like kind of compose this question correctly
correctly. I don't know if I'm in the right direction. I started with
But
where would
I
Bitcoin's
just typed
value come
in a
from?
world where Bitcoin is the world's currency.
Yeah, so I think if
Where
you worded
and then like I'm trying to
in a
Kind of
world
compose
where
this
the
question
dollar no longer
correctly.
exists,
I
where
don't know
is
if
the
I'm in the right
value
direction. I
of
started
Bitcoin
with
coming
where
from?
would Bitcoin's value come
in a
from?
world where
Yeah.
Bitcoin is the
Oh,
world's
okay, yeah. So I'll
currency.
put in a
Yeah,
world
so I
where
think if you
Bitcoin
worded
is the world's currency
in a
and
world
the dollar
where
does
the
not
dollar
exist.
no longer
Correctly.
exists,
I
where
don't know
is
if
the
I'm in the
value
right direction. I
of
started
Bitcoin
with
coming
where
from?
would Bitcoin's value come
In a
from?
world where
All right.
Bitcoin is
Let's
the
see.
world's
Okay, yeah. So I'll
currency.
put in a
Yeah,
world
so I
where
think if you
Bitcoin
worded
is the world's currency
in a
and
world
the
where
dollar does
the
not
dollar
exist.
no longer exists, where is
Uh,
the value
it has a lot to say about this aspect. Okay, let's see.
All
In a
right.
world where
Let's see.
Bitcoin
Okay.
is the global currency and the US dollar no longer exists, Bitcoin's value would derive from a combination of economic, social, and technological
It has a
factors.
lot to say about this
Much
aspect.
like
Okay,
any
let's
currency,
see.
but adapted
In a
with its
world where Bitcoin is the
decentralization
global
digital
currency and the
nature.
US
Here's
dollar
a
no longer
breakdown of
exists, Bitcoin's
where its
value would
value
derive
would come
from
from.
a combination of
I don't think I'll
economic,
read all
social, and
the
technological
factors,
factors. It has a lot to
the
say
whole
about this
paragraph,
aspect.
but let's
Much like
see.
any
The bullet points
currency,
say
but adapted
scarcity
with
and
in a world where Bitcoin is the
supply
global
cap,
currency and the US
which
dollar
Bitcoin
no
does
longer
have like
exists,
its
Bitcoin's
own
value
supply
would
cap.
derive
But the
from
thing
a
is that
combination of
Bitcoin,
economic, social,
at the
and
rate
technological
due
factors.
to all
The
the
whole
happenings and
paragraph,
shit
but
like
let's
that,
see. The
like
bullet
all
points
the
say
Bitcoin won't
scarcity
be
and
mined until like
supply cap,
2140 or
which
some shit.
Bitcoin does have like its own supply cap.
Oh,
But the thing
I
is
thought it was
that
Okay,
2040.
Bitcoin
Is it
at the rate
2140?
due to all
the
the
whole
happenings. I
paragraph,
thought it was
but let's
2140,
see. The
but
all the
let
Bitcoin
I
won't
mean
be
let's look it up
mined
again. I
until
mean it
like
was
2140
last
or
time I
something.
looked at
Bitcoin does
this, it
have
was
like
like
its own supply cap.
Oh,
2022.
I thought it was
Okay,
2040.
Bitcoin
Is it
at the rate
2140? I thought it was 2040, but
due
maybe
to
it
all
is
the
I
2140.
happenings
thought it
and
was
shit like that.
2140,
Like
but
But
all the
either way, like
I
Bitcoin
mean let's
85%
look
off
it up
the
again.
market
I mean
value,
it
I
was
believe it went.
2140 last
or
time I
something.
looked at this, it was like
Yep. Okay. I just looked it
Oh,
up
up
on
I
Google.
thought
Google.
it
It
was
said
2040.
I asked that
Is
when
it
will all the
2140? I thought it
Bitcoin
was
be mined, and
2040,
it
but
says
maybe it
year
is
2140.
2140.
The last Bitcoin is
But
expected
either
to be
way, like
mined by
85% off.
2140. After mining has been completed, no new Bitcoin
Yep.
will be
Okay.
issued
I
into the
just looked it
market.
up on
The
Google.
miners
It said
will then rely on transaction
I thought it
fees
was
to validate
2040.
transactions. The last Bitcoin is
But either
expected to be
way, like
mined by 2140.
well, that's interesting because even
After
your answer
mining
from
has
AI
been
doesn't
completed, no new Bitcoin
Yep.
will be
still
issued
Okay. I
doesn't
into the
just looked
reassure
it
market.
up
me
on
where
The
the
miners
Google. It
actual
said
value is coming
then
from.
rely on transaction fees to validate
yeah. It doesn't.
transactions.
Okay.
Here's
Trust
what
and
it comes from.
decentralization is the next bullet point.
Well, that's
Then
interesting
there
because
is
even your answer
network
from AI doesn't
security
reassure
and
me
mining.
yep. Still
Global
doesn't
demand
reassure
and
me where the
economic
actual
activity.
value is
Okay, maybe
coming
I should
from.
read this one. Bitcoin's
Yeah,
value
it
would
doesn't. Okay,
fluctuate
trust
based
and
on the global demand
decentralization is the
relative
next bullet
to its
point.
Well,
fixed
that's
Then
interesting
supply.
there
because
is
even your
Factors
answer
network
like
from AI
population
security
growth,
and
trading
mining.
volume,
still
and
doesn't
Global
economic
demand and
productivity
economic
actual
would
activity.
influence
value.
Okay, maybe I
demand.
should read
For
this one.
example, if the global
Bitcoin's
commerce
value
increasingly relies
would
on
fluctuate based on the
Bitcoin
global
for
demand
international
relative to
trade,
Bitcoin.
Well,
replacing the
that's
Then
SWIFT
interesting
or
because
the
there's
even your
dollar,
network
answer
the
from AI
SWIFT-based
population
doesn't
growth,
system,
reassure me.
trading
its value
volume,
would
and
rise.
global
Economic
demand and
productivity.
economic activity would
Conversely, I think that's how
For
I say that.
example, if the global commerce
Conversely,
increasingly
reduce
relies
the
fluctuate
on
based on the
Bitcoin.
global
It would
international
rise
trade,
conversely.
replacing the then
SWIFT or
there's
the dollar.
network like
I
population
don't.
growth,
That word is
its
annoying me
value
now.
would rise. Global demand,
Reduce the
productivity,
economic activity and
conversely, I think that's
completing
how I say that.
cryptocurrency would pressure its
Conversely,
value.
reduce the
Competing crypto.
Bitcoin for
It would
international
rise.
trade,
Technology
replacing the
resilience,
SWIFT or the
speculative
dollar.
social factors. Yeah, this doesn't really say anything. It wouldn't. It doesn't say like,
Reduce
oh,
the economic activity
well,
and
the
completing
oil
cryptocurrency
would be
would pressure its
pegged to the
value.
Bitcoin,
The
and
Bitcoin for
the
international
U.S.
trade,
government will
technology
invade.
resilience, speculative social factors.
Still
Yeah, this
continue
doesn't
to
really
invade
say
for
anything.
oil
It
or
wouldn't.
some
It
shit.
doesn't say like,
Yeah,
oh,
that could be the case.
well,
The
Yeah.
oil
cryptocurrency would
pegged
pressure its
to the
value.
Bitcoin. Okay, I know
And
it's I know this is
the U.S.
like
government will
slightly off
invade.
topic, but you know what I
learned recently.
It's not been paid for oil or some shit.
You know how like the U.S. went to war in Iraq and the 2000s and stuff like that, and people started calling it like it's an oil war that we're invading for oil, right? Right? Well, I came to find out that that was true. The U.S. went to war in Iraq. It wasn't. We were doing it for and people started our own oil, like for us. We're doing it for other countries, right? Right? That's fucked, dude. What the fuck? That was true. The U.S. went to war in Iraq. It wasn't.
Anyway.
We were doing it for and people started
We
our
went
own
from
oil, like for us. We're doing it
pets,
for other
pets
countries,
online
right?
to World War.
That's fucked, dude. What the
Today.
fuck? No, the Iraq war wasn't a world
You know what the worst
war.
thing is? I'm actually downloading Fortnite again for the third time in 2 weeks. World War.
That's fucked, dude. Third time in 2 weeks. Is it because of your switches and devices and stuff like that?
I'm actually downloading. I reset my computer today, but the other one, because I had a glitch the first time, the second time it wasn't working. And this time I
in
reset
2
my
weeks.
computer,
Is it because of your switches and devices
I
and
gotta put
stuff
everything
like
back
that?
on. That's my project for the day. You don't realize how much you have on a computer until you remove it all. Second time it wasn't working. And this time I
in
reset
2 weeks.
Oh my God, yeah. Okay, so maybe a better question for Super Brock here would be,
That's my project.
what would Bitcoin be backed
Yeah,
by? Oh my God, yeah. Okay, so maybe a better question for Super Brock here would be, what would it's kind of sort of giving me the same answers.
And then once he answers that, what you need to ask him is find out when
my
the price
God,
of land is going to go back to $3.
Okay, so maybe a better question for Super Brock here would be, what Bitcoin is not backed by physical assets. See? Oh, well, there we go. That actually answers a bit of our question here. There's a portion that says what Bitcoin is not backed by physical assets. Bitcoin is not pegged to gold, oil, or any commodity, unlike historical fiat systems or other modern stablecoins. There's a portion that says government or institutional guarantee. No central bank or government back Bitcoin with legal tender status or reserve, making its value purely market driven. And then there's debt or obligations, unlike fiat currencies, which can be tied to government debt. Bitcoin has no underlying financial instruments. So with that last one, I guess my question would be like, you hear about all there's stuff like Aave out there, right? That lend crypto and shit for people like last one. I guess my question would be like, would you hear about all there's I guess like Aave out there, right? How does that survive, or how would that be crypto stable in any way? Like I know Aave is huge. A lot of people use it. It's like token price is fucking high as shit. I guess like Aave.
Yeah, that's
How
what
does that
that's what
survive, or how
that's what I'm
would
saying.
that
That's the part I don't
be
understand. I don't understand.
stable in any way?
Technically,
Like I know Aave is huge. A lot of people use it. It's
right now
like
we got a piece
token
of
price
paper that
is
says
fucking
this
high
is
as shit.
It's a fake piece of paper, right? Pretty many you want. It's a fake piece of paper, but at least when you're holding it, you know it's a dollar. You know that's the value. It doesn't matter whether right now we got a piece of paper that says you pull that dollar out 100 years from now, or you pull that dollar out many you want, or 300 years ago. But a dollar was a dollar, right? So that's dollar. That's the part that's got me. It doesn't matter. Much as I'm involved in this, still confused on you pull that. How are they coming up with the value and what is the value of this? What is it? What is it pegged to? Right? You know, how do you say this coin is pegged? As much as I'm involved, it takes somebody a lot smarter than me to figure that out. How are they coming? I've never heard that answer. I've just never heard that answer. What is the? Or heard anybody explain exactly what is it? Where the value is coming from? We can drive it all we want, but what happens if this is our currency in the future, and then I've never heard people just like, okay, that's it, you know. I mean, and then once it's all mine, what is it? How do we drive the values? Because they keep talking, because the values based on trading. Future. What if people aren't trading? They're holding. I've never heard people just like, okay, that's how does the value go? How does the value go? There's all these questions I have. I just don't. How do we drive the value system yet? They keep talking, you know, and how it's going to work in the future. But you know, what if people aren't trading? They're holding.
With your questions, it kind of gets me like thinking, like, okay, well, who decided that the U.S. dollar is backed on the gold standard or on an oil standard or whatever the fuck? Like, gold standard, or a whole bunch of hairless monkeys to take a fancy piece of paper and say, this piece of paper on the gold standard that or on an oil so like or whatever. Wouldn't that be done with Bitcoin if like a US dollar didn't exist?
Well, yeah, I think so. In fact, the dollar and the gold, I mean, I think that goes back to was it World War II? I think it was World War II. That was just a little bit before my time, just, you know, so we're clear on that. But I think that's when, was it Roosevelt? It might have been Roosevelt. Was like, yeah, gold is now, I think so. I think he was like, gold is now our reserve. By the way, you can't own gold, and everybody that has gold has to send it to the government right now, right? So that's kind of how that worked. You know, it was if you think about it, it was an actual horror stories on what actually took place to make it our reserve. And that's why, you know, the Bitcoin thing, you wonder about that too. It's like someday they're just going to come and say, okay, anybody that holds Bitcoin now, you have to send it to the government because this is our reserve. Yeah.
Oh,
so it's that's why I keep saying things like it'd be real interesting to see how this all plays out, where the value comes from, and you know what the value is going to be in the future. You know, I know it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, but yeah, interesting. You know, because what's going on right now, this is like the stock market, right? This is the market. And everything goes up and down, but you don't have to be in the market, right? That's what your stable coins are going to be for. And, you know, everybody out there is going to have their own stable coin. Everybody, right? I mean, if a person actually wanted to put in the proper paperwork, you can create your own stable coin right now, and you could start your own reserve. You know, we'll call it the Mu coin. And the Mu coin could have its own stable coin. You know, you could do that. So. But where does still comes down? Where does the value come from? Unless it's just going to be about the trading. You know, it's not backed by anything.
Yep, exactly. Hey, lots of questions, and like you mentioned, it's definitely going to be something where a smarter person than we are will probably figure it out. But I did not know that, old guy. That's actually a pretty nice piece of history that you just shared with me about like whenever the US dollar was switched to the gold standard, and then like, you know, it's like, hey, you're not allowed to own gold anymore, send it to the government. Like, the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, don't quote me 100% on that. I mean, I remember years ago learning something about that. I just don't know exactly how it all went down. It might not have been that simple. It might have been, you send us the gold and, you know, we're going to pay you this much. I'm sure that's probably how it will work. But yeah, that's how we ended up with reserves.
Well, then that gets me to like the next thing, like, you know, like the whole talk with the CBDCs and shit like that. Like, it's like, you send us your Bitcoin and we give you CBDC, which, yeah. Interesting conversations. I'm happy we got into the rabbit hole here, because that's really what these things are.
Oh, absolutely. That's 100%. I know, you know, I mean, It's the same thing with mana, right? Let's, we can switch it right back to what the show is about, which is Decentraland. It's like, so bring mana back. We get mana pumping. The markets start pumping on mana. The place will flood. I mean, it really, really is. I mean, the marketplace, all those things. Like money makes the world go round, right? That's what brought people here in the first place. I mean, hell, that's basically why I showed up here. I was researching NFTs and what were they, and this is what got me here. And it'll be the same thing. If to bring the community back strong again, that mana price has to go up. That's what we need to be focusing on 100%. Yes, there still needs to be things to do once you get in here. I understand that, but reality is, if the marketplace is going strong, they will come. It literally is that simple.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of gold standards here, I mean, with Decentraland, mana is our gold standard. or would it be ETH is our gold standard and mana is like the currency, the dollar.
Well, no, I mean, mana's still backed by the dollar. Mana's still backed by the dollar because it's right. So it's still
Mana's on the dollar
it's
standard.
still on the dollar standard. That's all going to change someday, and it's like, and I'm assuming it's probably going to be Bitcoin. Is what I'm assuming. They're considered, so mana will be backed by Bitcoin. We just happen to be on the Ethereum blockchain, is what it is. And I am still a little confused on how that all works too, because Polygon falls in there somewhere too. So, although mana is our main currency here, because of gas fees, we do all our transactions through Polygon. So we really are on two different blockchains, right? I got that right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Layer 1, layer 2.
So, which I imagine someday we'll probably be on a third. Well, I mean, they are, like, we talked about earlier, to bring in the masses of things, we can't have all these gas fees. People aren't going to want to pay them. They're just not going to want to pay them. So, you got people living paycheck to paycheck around the world, and to have to give it up so that they can buy a little wearable or do this or do that, people don't want to do that. So at some point, this will evolve enough, I'm sure, that we have blockchains out there that there are no gas fees on, which is good, first of all, for economics, but it's also good for the environment, right? The least amount of gas fees, the better. So.
Yep, I agree. Alrighty. On that note, I mean, I think this could be a good stopping point here. I'm starting to get hungry.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, we stretched the space out for an extra 30 minutes. We have Dr. Krillo down there in the listeners. He managed to pop in today, listen to us talk a little bit about our questions and our visions and shit. So good to see you all. Thank you, everyone, for joining the space. Steve Sai, hello. Cheddar Queso, much love. Thank you for popping in. And we'll be back here next week. Next week, Canessa will be back. So then, yes, the better half of the spaces will be alive and well. I'm only the low-level administrative assistant, old guy. If you were wondering.
Yeah, I figured you were IT. That's what I figured.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm just the IT guy. Can you believe that? Canessa left the IT guy in charge of the space.
She's a rebel. She likes to live dangerous. I can see
that. She's out in the gold mines. I love it. Do you have any final thoughts you want to say to everyone before we close out?
I'm good. Hey, if you can answer the questions that we threw out there today, that would be great, right? Let's find out what the answers are to the universe in the future. But have a good day, everybody.
I mean, even just sharing the thought, I'm always a fan of like just sharing ideas on like certain topics. Like it's like not every person is gonna think exactly the same as you. They may agree on like the certain concept, but maybe within the concept there are like, you know, subsections in there that they view differently. So they're always good conversations to have. Thank you, old guy. All right, everyone. I'm gonna close down here. Everyone on Decentraland, maybe I'll play some music for us so that we can hang out and just you know, enjoy each other's presence for the rest of the evening until ABC Decentraland tours. I see that Scat, Mohedi, and Mary Shark are in at La Cantina. Thank you for being here, and yeah, we'll see you back here next week. Love you all. Oh yeah, also no, I'm thinking probably no beyond the NFT. I've been slacking, guys. I'm so sorry. I have not secured a guest, but I do have prospects. I have like 3 prospects. Just haven't pulled the trigger. All right, guys. Love you all.